So, you're looking for hexagons? I played through all the missions far too many times to find out which ones are the best. Hello Dodo crew, welcome back to another video on ARK Survival Ascended. Grab a bottle of water and let's get straight into it. The first mission that's easy to complete and yields a lot of hexagons is the Bog Beatdown. On Gamma you get 2.2k, on Beta you get around 13k, and on Alpha you get around 36k hexagons. At the end of each mission you'll also receive a range of drops. In the Bog Beatdown you'll mainly get tech helmets and Dinosuchus saddles, which may prove useful later on. It's best to prepare by crafting and bringing along a few flak kits, as well as plenty of med brews and stims. You can also level up a few of the bow skills in the skill tree. In this mission, players must defend themselves on foot using the weapons provided by the mission for a total of 5 waves, the last of which features a boss. During the battle, you'll be provided with all sorts of weapons in the arena and you cannot bring any of your own. All weapons provided come with unlimited durability and ammunition. Upon completion, they are taken from you. The weapons for the first wave are the spear and the bow. The weapons for the second wave are the flaming spear and the bow with flaming arrows. For the third wave, you get a bow with flaming arrows and grenades. In the fourth wave, your weapons consist of all from the previous wave, plus a crossbow with flaming arrow and a flamethrower. And the weapons for the last wave is all from the previous waves, plus a metal pike. In every round there is a power up next to the mission beacon that quadruples damage for 15 seconds. And players are given a 30-second break between rounds to heal up if necessary before the next wave begins. Essentially, our strategy is to always grab the weapon we need, then move relatively far outwards, run in a circle around the arena and keep looking back over and over again to kill the creatures chasing us with the bow. When you spawn in the arena, grab the bow in the first wave and do exactly as we've said. For the second wave, switch to the flame bow so you can deal more damage to the creatures. It's important to note that headshots deal more damage to most creatures. From this point onwards, wyverns spawn that can hit you with poison. You should always kill these first as they're the most annoying. In the third wave, I usually go to the crossbow, but I've also seen others switch to grenades at this point. In the fourth wave, we want to use the flamethrower because it deals significantly more damage, and in the fifth wave, I always start with the flamethrower to kill all the small creatures and then switch to the crossbow for the broodmother. Once the broodmother is defeated, you've made it and you'll get your hexagons. The beta run in particular is extremely easy to complete, but the alpha run isn't really difficult either. With a bit of practice, it won't take you more than 10 minutes per run, which means you can for sure complete Bog Beatdown 5 or 6 times an hour. That works out at between 50 and 180,000 hexagons an hour. By the way, I'm at around 10k subs. My goal is to hit 20k subs by the end of the year. So if you enjoy these guides, hitting subscribe would really help. As a thank you, I'm giving away 3 Tides of Fortune DLCs. Just subscribe, leave a comment and post a screenshot as proof in my giveaway channel on Discord. The winner will be drawn at the end of the month. Good luck! Cheaper by the pack is my second mission. In this one, as a player, you'll have to follow tracks around the bog biome and hunt a pack of raptors. The mission yields around 2000 hexagons on Gamma, around 12k on Beta and 30k on Alpha. Whilst you'll also pick up some good flak armor on all difficulty levels. But honestly, you'll need at least 1 Dinosuchus, but it's worth bringing a second one, so you can get the mate boost, and you can kite the raptor around the second Dinosuchus during the final phase. The tracks are red, fairly small, and have a faint glow. They point in the direction of the next set. As soon as you've walked over them, they turn green and count towards your mission progress. With the Dinosuchus, they're relatively easy to spot and step on as you walk over them. Don't underestimate the raptor though. It's relatively strong and you won't be able to kill it easily on your own with just one creature. The mission has 3 stages. After the first, you'll encounter the raptor for the first time and can fight it. As the raptor is quite strong, we need a Deinosuchus. The raptor would usually just kill any other creature, but a Deinosuchus can easily bleed the raptor to death with its Gigabyte. After the first stage, you can bleed away a third of the raptor's health before it disappears again and reveals the next set of tracks. These spawn a few seconds after it has disappeared. You then follow them again until you've completed the second stage and can fight the raptor a second time. The third and final stage ends with you having to fight not only the raptor but also its herd. You'll need to be careful with them as they deal a ton of damage, but they can be bled out again by the Deinosuchus. With a bit of practice, it takes about 6 or 7 minutes per run, which means you can safely complete cheaper by the pack 7 or 8 times an hour. That works out between 75,000 and 250,000 hexagons an hour. This mission is slightly more consistent than the last one and involves slightly less risk overall than the Bog Beatdown if you're doing it on beta. Kingslayer works pretty much the same as cheaper by the pack. So once again, there are footprints you have to follow and 3 stages where you have to track them down and defeat their wrecks. This mission rewards around 2,000 hexagons on Gamma, 12,000 on Beta and 31,000 on Alpha. The advantage of this mission is that it's significantly quicker than cheaper by the pack, and if you're good, you can complete it in just under 5 minutes. You will need a couple of Deinosuchuses, and you should also have a relatively good saddle, as the Rex hits quite hard and can deal over 3k damage per hit. There are 3 stages again. Between stages, you bleed the Rex, so it takes more damage, and you run away from it, so it keeps taking the bleed ticks. In the final stage, the Rex spawns with a horde of raptors that are extremely strong, so you should first bleed the Rex to death and then repeatedly use the hit and run tactic to bleed the raptors too. This mission is considerably more difficult and requires a few creatures and good saddles to complete. As these stages are much shorter though, with a bit of practice you can complete a run in just under 5 minutes, meaning that with a bit of practice you can safely complete Kingslayers 8 or 9 times an hour. That works out at between 75 and 250,000 hexagons an hour. Magma Medley Melee is one of the best missions for farming hexagons. Here you'll get 2,000 hexagons on Gamma, 13,000 on Beta and 36,000 on Alpha. In addition, items such as tech leggings and the mining drill can drop in this mission. It's best to prepare by crafting and bringing a few flak kits, as well as plenty of med brews and stims. In this mission, players must defend themselves on foot again using the weapons provided by the mission, for a total of 5 waves. During the fight, you'll be provided with all sorts of weapons in the arena and you cannot bring any of your own. You can actually ignore all weapons apart from the shotgun. Just grab the shotgun and make sure you follow this route, as there's a conveniently placed rock at the edge of the arena which you can climb onto and which the creatures cannot reach, making this mission fairly easy compared to others. This spot is quite a safe zone and only a few creatures such as Archies and Wyverns can hit you there. Just stay there the whole time and shoot all the creatures. But you should always focus on the Archies, Phoenixes and Wyverns first, as these are the ones that can actually hit you. The mission takes about 10 minutes and can therefore be completed around 6 times an hour, which means you can farm approximately 70 to 180,000 hexagons per hour. The Summit Tour is probably the best mission you can do to farm hexagons. All you need is a reasonably good Spino or any other creature that can fight well. Per run, you get around 2,000 hexagons on Gamma, 11,000 hexagons on Beta and 30,000 hexagons on Alpha. I use the Spino, but you can use other creatures too. In this mission, you have to lead a family of Perosauruses around the volcano once. They all have around 1k HP and are attacked by the creatures at the volcano. These Perosauruses only move when you're nearby. When you hear that bang, new creatures spawn in the area and attack the Perosauruses. The advantage of this mission is that you aren't actually attacked. Only the Perosauruses are attacked. which means you don't need much HP on your creature, just an enormous amount of damage, as you simply want to one-shot all enemies. Throughout the mission, the raptors and Carnus keep spawning and attacking the Parasauruses. At the end, you'll need to kill a number of Rexes and then you're done. The mission takes about 10 minutes and can therefore be completed around 5 or 6 times an hour, meaning you can actually farm approximately 70 to 180,000 hexagons per hour. I hope you liked this video and I'm thrilled to read if this video has helped you. Hit the like button, leave a comment below for the algorithm and consider subbing to the channel. Alright, Frodo.